So, bang, bang, the scores are out.
Okay.
It's over 80 because we did 8 sectors.
All right.
And each sector is 10.
Okay.
You are welcome to another episode of Sauce and Pepper, and I am your proud host, Dennis Kobler, aka Swallow, and I am doing this with
Kingsley Wilson.
Yeah, Kingsley, if someone promises you and fails to deliver, how do you handle that?
I'll take that person to court.
To court?
Promise and fail. See, heartbreak, just I keep telling you, forget romantic heartbreak.
Okay.
Political heartbreak is part.
Chai!
You losing a relative is part.
Speaking of political heartbreak, well, the president is addressing the nation tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah.
And for me, the political class have failed us totally. Totally. Because, why am I saying this? When we were in JHS, we've been learning Ghana is a developing country. Ghana is a developing, and I dare say even today when you go to our schools, they are still teaching them that Ghana is a developing country. And which class of people have been in the helms of affairs for all these years? It is the political class.
Yeah.
And we have quite far. So how is it that we will continue talking, speaking, and then these class of people seem not to be bothered. And that is why when you have one of their own from that same class come to tell you that we are on a reset agenda, you will have the whole of Ghanaians following them. And that reflected in the election results we saw. And even with that, where we have a whole political class who have decided that, okay, now we are new. We found a new creator, so we will do things right. Even with that, we are still hearing of stories of people diverting trucks, 18 trucks that was bound to Niger, evading tax of 85 million. So what I am saying is that even though you would mean good, you would mean all the right things, but there are people who still have those bad motives, in them. Do you get?
I agree. This is where I agree with the saying that Nyame Pene no careful. Sometimes the leader will have all the great intentions to move the nation forward.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the system we run, he can't do it alone.
It's crazy.
So from CEOs of government agencies to ministers, we see. So in the past year, since His Excellency John Dramani Mahama took over, we've seen the ministers helping him. And we've seen those who are doing sets.
Charlie,
CEOs who are just doing a lot of talk. See, some people have even nicknamed this government's PR government.
Can you imagine?
We now advise them on the optics, but right now they overdo them.
You would have good intentions, okay? But don't be fooled. Don't think that the bad man or the evil man will relinquish his position not to do evil. But you, the good man, must rise up and take it. And that is why I will score this government 6 when it comes to governance.
Over what, 100?
Over 10. That's what we are doing, right? This is your mystery. So what would you score then?
4.2.
4 point. Okay, we are tabulating.
4.2.
So 6 for me. 4.2 for Kingsley.
Yes.
What do you make of it? And what would you score?
See, the education sector, I think we are neglecting the formative years of our children.
Okay.
So the kindergarten, the primary, JSS, I think we don't look at that place so much, and it's affecting how they grow up and enter into the senior high schools. So the recent bad advices going on in schools, in SHS especially, it is because we don't take care of them when they are in the kindergartens, the primary. We leave them to do certain things and we don't check them. So by the time they turn 15, 16, 17, 18, entering into their adulthood, then the character has already been formed. But this government is trying. At least we are doing sanitary pads for school feeding too. I know they are trying so hard to reduce the corruption.
You see that school feeding, you have matrons diverting ways that are meant for the students.
Exactly.
So it's our own people.
So they are trying, but the people, the actors within the education space are also not helping.
Yeah.
So for example, a headmaster or a teacher has been attacked by students, and almost like 3 or 4 months, you won't hear any punitive measure, even from the school.
Which is emboldening the students.
Exactly. Now, teachers are afraid to reprimand students. See, the educational sector, Ghana has one of the best educational system in the world. We have African countries, people from other African countries trooping in here to get our style of education, right? Even if some people give birth abroad, they try to bring them here to get the Ghana education before they take them back. So education on its own is not bad. But if we are judging the John Dramani Mahama administration the past 1 year, state of the nation when it comes to education, I think we can do better. They are not doing poorly. They are not doing excellent as well.
What would be your score?
That would be 5 over 10.
Hey, 5.
Yes.
Okay, for me, I would say that the education, I mean, just to give them benefit of the doubt, I feel like this rotten and decay in our educational sector just didn't happen in 1 year.
No one said that. Yes, we are looking at this current administration.
But you see, it was built from a place and came here. So in that 1 year, would you say that they fixed it to some extent, or there's still decay and rot?
So you represent a section of Ghanaians who always want to bring the past into the present.
But we can't ignore our past. It gives us, it informs us as to how we should progress in the future.
After 1 year,
so
2 months.
Because we take learnings from them. No?
After 1 year, 2 months, that's what the previous people did. And we've booted them out. Come with your own creative solutions as to how you want to tackle this. Are you telling me for a fact that this government, led by the president, didn't know school feeding program had an issue? Didn't know that SHS, people were brutalizing, beating people, beating their teachers? They know all these things. So let's fix it. It is your turn. Fix it.
So it's 5 for you.
It's 5.
For me, because of the indiscipline that has, overtaken these schools, and more importantly, the neglect at the GHS level. If they are to take a look at these things for me, I think they will pass in my books. But for me,
personally,
I
think
4.
Free education to its part. Perhaps parents are not paying school fees again. So they are also not monitoring their children to make sure that academically they are doing better. Character-wise, they are doing better, because with your school fees, and our back school fees nash. So that's one, you feel it within your soul that no, this is my child. I have to make sure that you be of your best behavior when you go to school, because my school fees is at stake.
So the president is addressing us tomorrow, and that is the reason why we are doing this. We are looking at some key sectors where we feel, well, he promised, he delivered, he promised, he didn't deliver, right? And one of those sectors is the health. And health, when it comes to health, the professionals are one of our problems. We always complain about them because we were in this country where an engineer from Pumasidor lost his life because he went to 3 hospitals and they couldn't find bed. And this is coming at a time where the funds for NHIS have been uncapped. It means that more money for that sector. So you would expect that there will be improvement, both from bed, both from even conduct of the personnel. You will go to hospital and there's an emergency and you will find these professionals unperturbed. Once in other jurisdiction, the level of urgency they add to it. So again, it's our own people. But you see, if a government doesn't supervise and make sure that what their investment is going into is not yielding results, then we can put the blame at the doorsteps of the government as well. So on this, I will score the government 4. For me, when it comes to the health sector.
Me too, I've scored them 4. You said everything on my mind. Let's put everything at the doorstep of the government. Because right now, see, we are talking. We can talk for Africa. One of the things we are good at as a people or as a nation is talk. When you tune in your radio in the morning, your television, we can talk. And we have one of the best solutions for every problem. You see this Charles thing, may his soul rest in peace. We won't learn from it too. Everybody is having their take on the issue. But at the end of the day, this morning, someone is at the emergency and has been turned away. I can't prove it. But I can tell you that in the midst of this conversation, someone is being turned away or someone will not be catered for.
A country of talkers, no doers.
So if we want to see action, it is one thing saying, hospital, you can't reject anybody. And it's another thing. These health directors who are supposed to be supervising teaching hospitals and other, it's someone's job just to go around and make sure that health professionals are doing their work well.
Bro, I mean, see, legal brains will tell you that we have some of the best laws in this world. Our only problem is enforcement.
Where's the lie? Where is the lie?
Enforcement.
And apparently there's a law in our constitution, in our health act, that says every health worker, being it doctor, nurse, you owe it a duty of care.
Yeah.
I felt that was so huge a statement. Duty of care.
And I like, and I want to give a big shout out to the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Gbagbe, for, asking the health committee to probe into this and then come out with a law which says critical, healthcare, so that you can't turn away someone who is dying.
All we have.
Because this could be you, this could be me.
Bro, and unfortunately, this Charles guy's sister is a medical doctor at another teaching hospital in Cape Coast, saving people's lives. But when it was his brother's thing, nobody cared for the brother.
This is sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are still yet to see the full effect of the 24-hour economy. I mean, let's give the government some props. They have signed the authority, the 24-hour economy authority bill, into law. The president assented to that. So now we have law. And me, I am particular about this sector because look, I have been to Togo.
Okay.
And when you are amongst this youth, when you guys are chatting, one person could tell you, oh, I have an afternoon shift, so I need to go and prepare. Someone could tell you, I have an evening shift. I need
normal
to go
day going to work.
Yeah, normal day. So,
Togo,
yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh, not to sound demeaning, but Togo,
Yes, and you can tell the youth are doing something for themselves. And when you come here, a lot of our youth, see, we are lucky that Ghanaian youth, the average Ghanaian youth is innovative. Like he would still try and do his and get what he would eat. But at the end of the day, it is the duty of those in the helms of affairs to make sure that we have these companies. And that is why, again, I always have issue with the church and they come after me because I do not understand why a church would be controlling minds of thousands of congregations and cannot provide institutions or entities that would benefit their welfare. For me, if you are a church that have not built any company and employing youth, then you are not the church for me. You are not doing it for me.
Okay.
Do you get
You can say that, but you've not elected the church. You've not paid taxes to the church.
We are all involved. We are all building.
We are all involved, but not by force. Someone told you that I'll bring 24-hour economy.
Right.
You even before we started 24-hour economy, the nurses we have sitting at home, the teachers we even posted and haven't paid. Can we start with that one?
And so, Kingsley, there's a whole backlog of unemployed nurses, teachers, whatever. So we need not just the government to start setting up companies to roll in these people.
State of the nation is you promised. Have you delivered? If you have done your part and the church isn't supporting, I would have agreed.
Okay.
Hospitals. Governments have hospitals. Churches have hospitals supporting. Even just December, for governments to even buy pitch covers so they can cover the pitch at Accra Sports Stadium and have shows. It took a church like the Alpha Hour Gentleman to do that. You've not paid taxes to the guy.
But
who do you pay
taxes
taxes
not
to?
Paying taxes to us.
We don't. No. if you want him to pay taxes, you still have the position or the power to make him pay. But since we don't have any law that says he can't pay, if he doesn't pay taxes, we should do anything to him. He is not obliged to do it. If he does it, he's just doing it because of his teachings, his doctrines, and what he believes in. But at the end of the day, who are we paying our taxes to, and whose responsibility is it to do it? Do it first, and people will come in to help.
Kingsley, sometimes government builds the framework, and then the people or institution build the system.
Masa, framework ni cry system no. Maybe church but churches, for example, like I keep saying, churches have their hospitals, they have their schools, even school cry government. I read saying they've taken over and then have you seen what it has become? Even the schools that were built by churches cry. Look at what government has done to it. Let's move on. Church don't owe anybody anything.
Well, for me, in recent times, the president again commissioned some B5 steel plant. He also
something that was in existence.
He also it's a new phase, right?
Just like the previous.
And there's a number of jobs that the new phase is expected to deliver. And we also saw him commissioned a glass factory and all of that. So for me, if we start,
that's the one district, one factory.
But whatever we call it, at the end of the day, Kingsley, we need jobs. We need jobs because the Ghanaian youth can't continue to be doing pack because and they
still that they are coming in
and
4/10.
That's what you are giving. I mean, for me, the progress I see being made and where I see 24-hour economy can take the fortunes of this country to. So I will score them 6.
Where we can give kudos to the government is stabilizing the macro level, the dollar rates and all of that. Like you can see that things are stable. They've done excellent job. But providing jobs for people to have disposable income, no, they can do better.
You know, when we go to the market today, they say that inflation is down.
Yeah.
You know, the indicators are showing positive signs. But you know, in Parliament, the minority leader asked something, say, macroeconomy na ibedi. You know,
but you see, stabilization is also better because you can plan with it.
Okay.
Do you understand? In the previous times, you'd have dollar go to 17 today, come to 15, 14, go to 16. But now you can plan within, say, 10.5 and 11. And for the longest time, it has been like that. So stability. So if you buy something 1 cedi today, and you go tomorrow and it's 1 cedi, you go next month and it's still 1 cedi, or even 1 cedi, 10 pesos, the rate at which the prices go up is minimal. And this first now, we now want to yes, you know, it has increased. Yeah. You come tomorrow, it has increased. At least that stability there. Let's give it to this government.
To the
yeah.
But we also realize that our country is import dependent, heavy on everything we consume, and we were even exposed more when we lost our mothers at Burkina Faso, just trying to get us tomatoes, and so a sector like the agri sector, and today we are still importing things like tomatoes and all of that. In a sector like that, how will you score that sector?
So I had hopes for the agri sector under this government.
Okay.
I don't think that hope is still hoping. No, I'm not hopeful, but I know it can get better. With the cocoa thing, there is an international crisis that they are trying to manage.
Right.
Because even Cote d'Ivoire is also suffering same. They had to reduce farmers' price and all of that, producer price and all that. But
before you just continue with the cocoa issue, I just want to say that for my understanding, after I heard the news and following the experts and all of that, and especially the CEO of Cocoa Board, what he is trying to do, the conclusion I came to is that if he is able to successfully do what he is trying to do at Cocoa Board, then for me, he's wiping a generational mess.
But for I can say,
Go ahead.
whatever. Can we go on?
Please go on. So because of that, Agric, well, there are some really issues that are still, battling the sector. So I'll give them 4 for now.
Oh, I'll do 5.
You do
For
5.
Agric,
Okay.
I don't think I have issues like that.
Okay. So NIMOS was set up so we can fight
2/10.
Hey, hold on. Why?
2/10.
With the introduction of Blue Water Guard, now
The 2 is for good God doing good things at the moment. But every other thing from Galamsey to our mineral, pollution of water bodies, 2/10. Galamsey has quadrupled from the time we knew it to the previous administration. Let's move on.
So
how? Airtime near precious. What will you give them?
Well, for me, I want to big them up on the progress they are making.
In what sector?
Especially our river bodies. What the blue water look.
The blue tea and black tea.
You see, the water has been destroyed so much that it won't take a year to fix.
You know that. Shout out to Sam George.
You know what? So for me, on that, I'll give them 4. I will score them 4. And now the environment as a whole. The environment as a whole.
I think I'll lump all of them together. The natural resources or mineral resources plus environment. We can do better. 2/10. Like we are not improving in any way. The Galamsey-ridden areas is still the same. Right now, what we are eating into our system, only God knows.
Aye.
Exactly. So I don't think they are doing well when it comes to the environment. No. Right now, Accra is ranked as one of the worst cities with bad air. It hasn't changed though.
It's
even getting worse.
I will score them 3. Score them 3. Now let's look at women and children. We are still yet to see the Women's Development Bank, which a lot of people believe that it will be a game changer. and our kids too. Well, some say that their feeding in schools have improved and all of that, but there are issues.
Suddenly,
no, but there are issues of streetism. School dropout, teenage pregnancy, and all of this. But the catalyst of every nation goes to women and children.
I think in Ghana, one of the ministries that we don't pay attention to is that ministry.
Yeah.
They oversee one of the vulnerable, or let me say 2 of the vulnerable groups in the whole world, women and children. And I don't know if it's budgetary allocation, if it's people just not rating that ministry, but I must commend the current gender minister, Agnes Namomo, something, I've forgotten, but she's doing amazing. I think she's one of the vocal women and children ministers we've had in a long time. When the thing happens, she's there. She might not have solution to everything. When the baby stealing thing happened at Manprobi, swiftly we saw how she got there. Sometimes that assurance of someone seeing your sector minister there to support you, talk to you, we can do better. Yeah. She's doing very well. Women and children, a lot of crime going on against women, against children being abused by their stepmothers and things. We can improve how the welfare of these people are managed.
Okay.
Shelters, we've spoken about it for the longest time. Let's get shelters for these children who you are talking about streetism. Yeah. They are begging and things. It's because some of them, they don't even have a place to sleep. Our orphanages need help.
So Kingsley, what would you score that sector?
I'll do 6.
6, yeah. Wow. Okay, so you know what?
She's one of the people helping the president, not Settings. But the Settings people, we know them. Okay, so I'm tabulating our scores, right?
Hey. Yes, so let us know what your expectations are ahead of tomorrow's presidential State of the Nation address.
Dear President John Dramani Mahama, as you address us tomorrow, I think you should be as honest as possible. You promised certain things, you've not delivered them. Try to face some of the things you've not done and be honest about it. At least you have proven to us that you are honest. Right now is your legacy term. What's the worst that can happen? No one is chasing you for re-election. Hey, you can even rule Ghana the way you want, and by 2028 you can leave it. But I know that's not what you want to leave behind. So the state of the nation right now is SHS, bring drastic reforms. Our children are developing bad character, and if you don't check it in the next 10 years, they will even enter the Jubilee House and take out whoever is there and go and sit on that chair. We have our cocoa farmers not too happy. Let's see how now we can buy their cocoa and pay them, even with the haircuts you've given them. Let's look at our education sector. The galamsey. Still, we've not done good or best or better in that sector. Galamsey is worsening by the day. So for me, I expect honesty tomorrow. I expect creative solutions on how we want to deal with this. And please, we still don't have a defense minister. Maybe you can tell us why it has delayed. Doubling as defense and finance minister is too much for one person.
Those are two big portfolios.
It was an unfortunate incident. But two ministries like environment and defense, we still don't have ministers manning that position. Please.
For me, my expectation from the president is simple. Mr. President, please tomorrow tell us the true state of the nation. Tell us what is happening. And also tell us the creative ways you intend to solve them. And let's see some commitment in wanting to solve these. And if you do this, your name will be in the book of deeds. So, bang, bang, the scores are out.
Okay.
It's over 80 because we did 8 sectors.
All right.
And each sector is 10.
Okay.
Yes. So, from Kingsley, this government scored 25 over 80.
Fair.
Well,
fair.
In my books, this government scored 33 over 80.
Still bad.
Hey.
Fair, but still bad. But for a 1-year government or 1-year-old government, we can judge them after 4 years, right? So it means 25 now, 25 in the second year, 25 in the third year, 25 in the fourth year. You have your 100.
Well, let us know your score for this government in the comment section. And once you're doing that, recommend this to a brother, a friend, a sister. Until we come your way next time, always be a great citizen. We are.